Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about two coding tools that I'm using since 4 months. And I was super busy in last few months because I was working on different projects. It was, mobile apps, ISO, Android, and backend development, also the websites. So I was working on different stacks, and I was super busy because of these AI tools helping me to code faster and work on multiple projects. That makes easier for me, and no, I got time to continue my videos on YouTube, and I can share experience that how I'm using these tools, how you guys can use them. So I will be sharing like how to create an ISO application with just these tools. You don't need to code. That will be very interesting, like so why I started using these tools, that is I'm going to share. First of all, I started using two tools. One is AWS Kiro that I started earlier. It has robust features which makes the life easier when we do the coding, when we do vibe coding, or when we building any application. We can easily create a new features, and it do a lot of task easier. And like supposed to be, when we think like something can take 1 week, no, it's taking few minutes to we can get it done. So that's the beauty of the AWS Kiro that I was using. And also I started using Cloud Code, which is more interesting because I found some differences, like what I can get from Kiro, like what is the best Kiro doing. When you use these two tools, you can know, like if you have the task, you will understand which tool is going to do better. Because when I use these tools were amazing in some of the tasks. Imagine that we are going to do one example here. If I was just building a simple website that I'm going to show you. Okay, let me run this website. This is just simple portfolio website. I'm working on it. So if I show you guys, here we go. And this website I just created in few minutes. So I was thinking to discuss and share with you guys that how I'm using these two tools. I built this website simple using AWS Kiro. Okay, and during my development, like in last few months, I have to implement localization, like multiple language feature in the app. So when I was working with AWS Kiro, it was taking some time, like it was applying changes on some screens that was translated. But when I use the Cloud Code, what happened, I just say to implement localization language feature, so a website can be translated into multiple languages with just a single command, and it changes all the pages, which was very surprising for me. Because if any tool is not doing something better, you can try another tool. Maybe that tool is super in that side. So if we see this, we have this website. Okay, this is in English. So if I say to Cloud Code to have a dual language or multiple language feature, we can do. So if I just go to Cloud Code, okay, this is just an extension that we need to add in VS Code. And then we have to just click this icon, and we can ask any feature we want to add. So what I want to do, I want to add new feature, localization, so my website can support multiple languages. In start, we are going with English, Spanish, and German. So let's give this prompt to the cloud code, and it will start crafting. It will thinking, it will go into the plan mode because I have a pro plan currently. So it's very easy. And what when these tools do, they explain everything, like what they are doing, what they are reading from your source code, and step by step it first read whole the code. Okay, then it's connects the dot, and when it read all the pattern what is existing, and then it add a new feature. So when this feature is going to be added, I will be able to see like how I can, it will be a flag or something where I will be able to change the language very easy way. So let's see how this cloud code can help us in developing a language feature so our website can be translated. So this was the plan that was given by uh, Cloud Code. That is how it is going to implement this language feature, JSON file for reading the strings values, and also it has created all these options that how the languages like and how many files has to be modified. These files will be modified, and that can support multi-language feature, and language switcher component will be there, so with the drop down we can change the languages as well. So and then it's just doing the verification and all these things, it will also test it, and then it is starting implementing this plan. It is first installing packages, and then it will step by step it will complete all these to dos to complete and verify that the feature is ready to use. So it is starting updating and writing the code. So the first step is completed. Now it is working on creating the translation files. These files, if we see it, these files will appear here as soon as cloud code add these files. So it is first writing this English file, and if I see this, you can see this file is no written by Cloud Code, and whatever the parameter was needed for all the pages, it just added those lines. And similarly, it is now adding the Spanish language. Okay, in the Spanish language feature is there. So and if we see, so as soon as this feature will be completed, we will be able to see a drop down. So let's see what the cloud code is now doing. I know it's creating the German language JSON file, that is also done. So it's mean no, it's moving to restructure of some files. Let's allow this. So it will just restructure the routes based on the language. Now what it is doing, it is updating the components to use these translations, and after that it will just create the language switcher components where we can switch the language. So and if I just go to website, and if I see, the feature is still not here because it is in a development phase. So let's go to the cloud code. It is now updating these components to use these translation. It will change the files one by one, because these are all these files that needs to use this language feature. Now it is updating this file. If I open this file, we can see it has updated here to use these translations. This is the line. So no, it is updating contact form section. So instead of hard coded values, we will be using localization feature which can translate into multiple languages. It's up to us how many languages we want to add. We have to add just multiple JSON files. Now we have all the features are ready, and we will be just testing soon so we can see how the translation is working. So it is not just building the project, and we will be able to see the drop down. And if I just go to Cloud Code, so it is just checking if anything is fine, if there's any issue in the build, it will fix it, and then we will be able to see the website will be working fine. So if I just try to hard refresh, let's see. So we can see that there is an error. So it is the Cloud Code is working on it to fix it. So let's see what it is doing. Okay, so it is now working on this and checking everything, checking all the code to make sure uh, everything should work fine. And what is fixing some files, navigation file, to use the create navigation, few fixes, and after these fixes the code will be okay and will be working fine. So this is how the beauty of these AI tools that are helping us. It's not just creating features and then it verify, do the testing to make sure nothing breaks, and yeah, and we have some working feature ready. That's how these AI tools are helping us in moving the development very fast. So let's see if that is fine. Or yes, and you can see here we have no the drop down where we can change the language. So this feature is there. Okay, so we have to just wait and confirm, like it is no, I think uh, doing the build. Okay, and after the build we can see, okay, if there will be any error in the build, it will be going to fix it. So if that was a build, I think there was error, so it is now going to fix that part of the code. Okay, and then it will try to build the code again to see if there is still any issue. It is now doing the build again, and we can see the real time, like what is the status of the build. So it is now fixing all the issues at once. It is removing unused imports. So it is I think compiled successfully. It is just testing it. There are some linting issues, or it has some dependency issues. Okay, so it is testing the code. So if we see, it has fixed all the issues those were coming after implementing this language feature. So if I just go to the website, and if I see, and if I try to switch to the Spanish language, and here you can see the website is totally translated into the Spanish language. And if I have to change to the German, and here you can see Ich bin Mohammed. So this is that how it is working and translating into different languages. So that is how interesting is to use these tools to build and make your development faster. And even if we let's see, we have another tool which is AWS Kiro. So these changes are made. If I have to ask to Kiro to make some changes, I can also ask about this. So we can add maybe another language, which can be add one more language lesson file and make sure it's working. We have already three languages working: Spanish, English, and you have German. No, add Arabic. Okay, so now our website will be going to translate in Arabic as well. So no, I did not ask to the cloud code. I just gone to the AWS Kiro, and it will help us to simply create a new file, and we can see live how it is creating this file. It will just get the content from these files, and it will just translate it, and it will create this Arabic file. So here we can see the Arabic content is here. Okay, and then after creating, it will check I18N configuration to ensure Arabic is properly registered. So, and here we can see these are the options of the languages, those are registered. And this is how, like, if we have to add multiple languages, we have to just add a new JSON file. We have to make sure the language is registered in configuration file, and then we have to go in the language switcher drop down, so we can make sure this should be appear in on the website. So if I just see in the drop down, we can see the Arabic is here. So the website is now translating in the Arabic as well. That is the how we can implement translation feature, and even many features like we can build mobile apps as well. In the upcoming video, we are going to I will be just going for the long sessions, the long videos, where I will be building mobile apps. I will show you the biggest features, the complex features that we need to integrate into our website, into our apps, that will be building now in the detailed videos, and you guys will enjoy it. So yeah, this was about this video, that how these tools are helping us and how we can use them. And they have some pricings, not much bigger, like you can use a Kiro Pro Plus to use a lot of credits, and you can start building anything you want to do. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, you can ask me in the comments that on which topic I should make a video, or which application we have to build, and then I will be doing that. So I will see you in my next video.